Welcome everyone to the Planning Commission meeting. The date is Monday. What is the date? Monday, June 8th. Thank you very much. Everyone, please rise for Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. First item of tonight's agenda is the approval of the agenda for tonight. Does anyone have any questions or concerns?
I'll move acceptance of the agenda.
Okay.
Second.
Motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Next item is the approval for the minutes for the May 11th, 2015 meeting. Does anyone have any changes they'd like to make? Not seeing any? I'll entertain a motion.
Move to approve the following Planning Commission minutes. Planning Commission meeting held Monday, May 11th, 2015.
Second.
Motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
I need to abstain. I was not here.
I do as well.
Yeah. We'll have to carry it over then, right?
Yes.
Okay. Public hearings tonight. We actually have two. One's going to be real quick. The first public hearing is for variance 2015-02. The request is permitted a lot size of 1.6 acres. City code requires a lot size of 10 acres into a rural zoning district and permit side yard setback less than 50 feet from one side to a combination of 150 feet on both side yards in rural zoning district. That location of that project is 9010 Riley Lake Road, and I believe we want to do a continuance to that meeting. Is that correct?
Mr. Chair, members of the Commission, that's correct. If we could have a motion to continue the public hearing to June 22nd. The applicant had requested some additional time to finalize their plans.
Okay.
I'd move to recommend a continuance of the variance to the June 22nd Planning Commission meeting.
Second.
Motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Very good. Moving on would be variance 2015-04. The location is 15709 West 62nd Street, and the request is to permit a 12.8-foot side yard setback. City code requires a 15-foot side yard setback in the R1-22 zoning district. With that being said, will the proponent of the project please come forward? Tell us a little bit about your project. Can you also spell your last name and give us your address, please?
Good evening. Our last name is Raskovich, Raskovich, and our address is 15709 West 62nd Street, Eden Prairie.
Great, thank you. If you could just grab that microphone, talk right into it so our viewers at home can hear you, that'd be great. Thank you.
All right. I'm Rachel Raskovich, and I'm here tonight with my husband, Chad, and we are requesting a side setback variance for our property at 15709 West 62nd Street. So I'd like to share a little bit of information about the project and our need for a variance, and then some alternatives that we considered before coming here tonight. So by way of background, I purchased the home in 2008, and that was after a pretty extensive search within the Eden Prairie area. I really wanted to live in this particular community. Although the house is a little bit small and needed some cosmetic updates at the time I purchased it, it was an incredible lot, mature trees, and a really nice neighborhood. So over the years, we have made some of those cosmetic improvements to the kitchen and some of the other various rooms, but have always hoped to expand the house to add usable garage, living, and storage space. And we feel that now is the right time to do that. So the house currently has a single-stall tuck-under garage, and our proposed project will add a 24-foot wide by 40-foot deep, two-stall attached garage that would allow room for comfortable parking, provide storage, as well as a flexible workspace near the rear for tools and storage. So we also plan to convert the existing tuck-under garage into a bedroom-bathroom suite, because we only currently have one bathroom servicing the entire home. So in order to proceed with our proposed garage addition, we need a side setback variance. Lots in the Edenview neighborhood are zoned as R1-22. Our 1-22 lots have a 15-foot side setback for attached structures or a 10-foot side setback for detached structures. After obtaining a survey, we discovered that our house is squarely situated in the very middle of our lot. Thus, even a standard 22-foot wide attached garage would impinge on the setback on either side of the house. So we considered alternatives before coming to you with our request. First, we explored whether we could make the garage compliant with the setback requirement. In order to stay within the setback, the garage would have to be around 21.5 feet wide on the exterior, which would decrease the interior space to around 20 feet after allowances for masonry walls. It would be challenging to park two vehicles in a garage this size and still be able to open doors, maneuver around without damaging the vehicles. Our current garage is 12 feet wide, on the interior, and we're proposing to slightly less than double that space. Second, we considered whether it would be feasible to continue using our current garage and then add a single stall next to the house. However, one of the chief issues with our existing garage is the ceiling height. So my husband's vehicle literally doesn't fit in the garage. So that would constrain us for the future to select vehicles that fit in the garage or don't fit in the garage. And regardless, we would potentially be facing a situation much like we are now where one vehicle can't be parked inside. And then finally, we have considered building a detached garage. The side setback for a detached garage on our lot is 10 feet. So hypothetically, we could build with our proposed dimensions, but locate the structure closer to the lot line. While it is still a feasible option, we do feel like it's in the best interest of our neighbor to the east, as well as to maintain conformity with the look of the neighborhood and the character of the neighborhood, to have the attached garage and be further away from the property line. So after careful consideration, we're here today to request a side setback variance that will allow Chad and myself to add a reasonably sized garage addition. Thank you.
Are you happy with the plans that you got?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'll let you know if we have any further questions. Julie, you want to take us through the staff report, please?
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, as stated, the applicant, sorry. I don't know if that's me or not. The applicant is requesting a variance to allow a reduced side yard setback in order to construct an attached garage and convert their current tuck-under garage to living space. Staff does find that the variance meets the three-part test, and staff is recommending approval.
Okay, thank you very much. Seeing that this is an open forum meeting, are there anyone out in the audience not seeing anyone that has any questions? Don't think so. Commissioners, any questions or concerns at all? It's pretty straightforward. Okay, with that, I'll entertain a motion.
I move to close the public hearing.
Okay. We have a second?
Second.
Motion second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
I'll move to recommend approval of final order number 2015-4 with conditions based on plans stamp dated May 8, 2015, and the information included in the staff report dated June 8, 2015.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Very good. Motion passed. You can go ahead with your project. That wasn't too bad, was it?
No.
Okay, there you go. You stayed up all night worrying about it for nothing, see?
Pretty much.
Thank you very much.
you.
We appreciate you coming out. Thank you. With that being said, Julie, what are the planners reports, or do you have any planners reports for us?
Mr. Chair, not at this time.
Okay. Any members reports at all? With committee light rail, anything for that? Andrew?
Yes, we have an update to that.
Okay.
Sure,
$2
everyone's-
billion.
Yeah, we only need $340 million more dollars to do the project. We actually have a special meeting tomorrow to discuss the proposal for cost-cutting measures to make up the $340 million. Looking at the last meeting we're at, everything they proposed, there was a number of options to save money. Cutting down stations out of Eden Prairie were the biggest ticket items. If you took all those off the table and said we are going to run the light rail all the way out, it wouldn't be enough to make the $340 million with what they're offering at that time.
You were to take all of Eden Prairie out, is that what you said?
If you said we're going to run Eden Prairie all the way out as designed, and that's going to happen, there wouldn't be enough of other cuts to achieve the $340 million. So what we were presented with was there would be a station or two or three cut of Eden Prairie based on where that balance is. It's quite a bit of discussion, of course, and so we do have a special meeting tomorrow to take a look again at the various options. I believe they're going to be presenting packages of cuts because a lot of the cuts weren't independent of each other. It was kind of, you could delay a station or you could cut a station, so you can't count that twice, right? So, so there's a lot of tough decisions to be made by the community leaders. So,
Has the city weighed in on anything as far as the light rail for Eden Prairie yet?
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, the Corridor Management Committee, which has representatives from Eden Prairie on it, certainly has been attended. As for official positions, I don't I'm not necessarily equipped to speak to those. I know that
Okay.
certainly council members have been involved in those discussions and are contributing to those discussions as negotiations or discussions continue about where it makes the most sense to come up with the $340 million.
But they're definitely, it sounds like they're definitely focusing in Union Prairie since we're a big chunk of it.
I think they have to,
Right.
based on what they proposed.
Right.
At least one station has to come out,
Right.
from everything they showed us.
Okay.
Doesn't mean it can't be built out at a later date,
Mm-hmm.
just this initial.
Right. Okay. Anything else to add?
That's quite a bit.
That is quite a bit. Okay. Are there any continuing business anybody has? Any new business? Okay, if not, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned. Yep.